Good morning, everyone. I'm back to do another reading. I'm just sitting here by a beautiful water source in my community, or close to my community, that I really, really love. And there's a lot of healing that's required for these lands. And the ancestral grounds often do require a tremendous amount of healing, care, and nurturance, because we've lost the knowledge, understanding, respect for nature and for Mother Gaia and for the land that we are tasked with taking care of, unfortunately. So I am not saying that in with the attitude that I'm better than anyone else. I'm just as guilty as everyone in not managing things the way that I'm intended to manage things. However, I was not taught, and we do need to take responsibility once we come to that realization, to teach ourselves, to learn all that we can, and not use that as an excuse to not improve the way that we connect to the earth and take better care of it. And then in doing that, we'll be able to take better care of one another, is what I'm getting. So sorry about that, but that's just really important, and it is part of this reading and channeling, because that in turn will speak to this beautiful relationship that you're inquiring about or thinking about, which would have brought you to this reading. And so let's give a second here to just set the energy. I always pull my cards ahead of time as I feel guided, and I only do readings once I'm guided. It's not a scheduled thing for me. I do it because I'm in service and because it's required. So I'm going to set the space with light language here, and I've cleansed my area already prior to doing this. And I was already getting some messages, but I'm really excited to see what else that we get. So I want to say that what I was getting as I was pulling the cards is really that our counterparts are feeling like they are in a better position now to support us, to defend us anytime we're attacked. And that's including our spiritual contract. So that means our spiritual beliefs, the way that we embody that spirituality in this life. Just know that your counterpart is very much able to do that now, and it's really difficult when they come to the realization that they are the same. And so the way that they used to allow people to badmouth things and say horrible things, now they can't really sit there idle and not say anything anymore. So it makes it difficult, because sometimes these are family and friends, and language is powerful. It can be very damaging and hurtful. People don't realize that. So it doesn't matter if you're speaking ill of somebody and that person's not there, and you think, well, I can say it because they're not there. It still hurts that person. And again, I'm putting my hand up to say I'm guilty of that, just like everybody else. But we really need to be mindful of that and catch ourselves when we're in that energy, and really just try and switch the perspective, or sit quietly in meditation and just do the work that you need to do in order to better understand that feeling and why you would feel that way, and try and heal it. So I feel like our counterparts have done that in regards to themselves, the way that they would have been wounded, where they would have wounded their relationship or hurt you in the past. They're in a better position now to be able to come forward. That's why that Temperance card is here. Okay, so just know that the earth and the sun and the moon and everything has been healed. It's in the perfect place and perfectly aligned to move forward. So this is a twin crystal clear quartz there. So, your masculine or your counterpart is aligned with a divine's plan for this union here. And you're both on equal standing ground, equal position. Your lives will mirror each other almost perfectly, energetically, spiritually, and in the physical. I'm hearing sexually as well. There's a lot of sexual energy here, and it's extremely powerful. And just allow that energy to flow, Don't be so closed off to the way that your union is needing to exchange energy. And this isn't me telling people what to do. You need to know yourself and know your union, know your counterpart. However, if you're feeling like it's okay, but other people say negative things if you do that, trust yourself, drop into that heart space, and only you know what's best for yourself and your union. okay? It's okay to get advice from people, but the problem with that is that every twin flame union is unique and has its own prescribed codes and frequencies and things like that. So really, you're the only one that knows the answer, and you have to connect to the divine and your guides and the ones that are really there to guide you specifically for your union. Will help you figure that out, okay? So you see here, this is why it's in the past, and the only swords that were exposed after I placed the cards, there was only 6, and that's the 6 of Swords is our ability to move forward. So that's cleansing and clearing right now and setting the stage for when you come together to have this conversation about moving forward out of all this past energy of how you once were in the past, because you're both very unique beings now and very different, very happy, and your lives are going to be completely different. You're embodying your true divine nature the way that it was intended for this life. So congratulations, you're doing a fantastic job. So the 3-party situation's over. I was getting before I started as well that there'd be messages in that natural element around me right now, and I'm going to move the camera up to show you, but there's a tree that has fallen, and it's a tree that had, so it's one tree, but it had 3 different parts to it. So that's why that 3rd party is no longer going to be a problem in your union. And I was getting that on my drive here, actually, that a past lover of mine, ex-boyfriend from high school that resurfaced quite a few years ago, had been hanging on even though I let him go. And I feel like he's finally happy to move on. I didn't feel that he was hanging on anymore. So that's a really, really good sign. And that we've all healed from that and ready to move forward, and there isn't going to be interference anymore. So I'm just going to lift the camera up so you can see the tree that has fallen. I hope that you can see it in the distance there. Oh yeah, you can. Look. Do you see that beautiful water? Look at that. So it's interesting because I've done a lot of work under these other cedars that are to the right of the one that's fallen there. And I was really, setting and manifesting on my drive here that I would love to come back to this space here with my counterpart and just enjoy it and just sit and talk and have picnics and rest and just enjoy each other, after such a long time of working and healing and being apart. It's time to come together now and enjoy each other in the way that we wanted all this time and enjoy all the beautiful things of being an incarnated being affords us, and that's this experience here, this physical experience. Okay, so let's see if I get any more. Yeah, and that death card is in the past, that's why it's further down here, and that the death can't get to us. There's a block here, so not to worry about that. Okay. The element of fear is being removed, I'm getting as well. And I did a lot, and I posted a lot of light language this morning around some of this. So if if you're interested in that, go and look at the shorts under the shorts section of my channel. That's where I post all my light language pieces, okay? He feels very balanced, and he's overcome fear within himself, and fear of ridicule, fear of like scandal when this news comes out that you're back together and things like that, or back talking, whatever, that he can overcome that and he can tackle that the way that he needs to. And that means you're able to do it as well. But I feel like you've already proven that you can. And and sometimes you don't need to say anything, it's just your energy. The divine is safeguarding this union as well, okay? Just know. And many people now are looking to the divine for answers because they see you both embodying your true energy, and they want to do the same thing, which is nice, They just want me to pull some more cards here. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles, or Ten of Cups. And you see how the regrets are in the past? There's no more of that. No more floundering, I'm hearing. No more crying. No more kicking sand in the corner. That's over. That's over. I'm getting, in particular, there's one karmic, she would be blonde, that is really seeking advice and guidance from the divine, who's really been touched by you, Divine Feminine. And she's no longer jealous or in awe. She really has, and I got this message earlier this week actually in my own life situation, that she understands that you're the true counterpart. She's let go of that envy and now is looking to the divine to figure out how she can embody her own self. That's wonderful. That's great. I love that. People are scared to incur like bad karma because they're hearing about all these things being an actual thing. Oh goodness. Yeah, you see, this is safeguarded, okay? But your union, the way that it was in the past, won't be the same moving forward. It's brand new energy. And your divine counterpart wants to come forward to tell you that, okay? He can't wait to speak to you about how to come together as one, because he wants to work with you, collaboratively work with you. And I'm getting more than just like romance, partnership, life partner, love partner, like business, like a company. He wants to start a company with you. A fresh new beginning. You know, you're going to have to focus on your union first, but once that's solidified, you're going to be business partners is what I'm getting. And that's being protected by the divine. There's my guardian angel card, my twin flame card. Okay. This is safe and secure for all of you, okay? So just know that there's nothing anyone can do to prevent this from happening. It's impending, it's coming. So congratulations, everybody, and sending you so much love and light and joy and peace and harmony with your conversations as they come in. And just know that they will go a long way to manifest this beautiful reconciliation that's imminent. So I'm sending everyone so much light and love. Take care.